Hello. Welcome to A Very Hairy Productions. I'm Reginald, and this is Vincezio, and we like movies.
Well, mostly him. And we're dorks. Well, mostly him.
Yeah, you're a
Because
dork
he's
too.
making me do this video.
Yeah, you would have liked to do it too.
I don't think so, Reginald.
Fine.
Anyway, we saw a lot of movies this year.
Yes, we did. I saw 2 more than he did.
And yet again, his idea, making me do it, we would like to advise you on what movies to see and not to see, and share our thoughts on them.
Yes. Some are the same, some are different. You can choose to go with what you want.
So first, let's start with movies we didn't like, and why.
Yes.
Reginald, you want to take it away?
All right. Well, first we have Exodus. I think we were both expecting it to be pretty sweet, a pretty cool movie, but it just didn't live up to its potential.
And I just want to say, it isn't unbiblical or sacrilegious or blasphemous
It wasn't
or anything.
even that.
It tells the story in a biblical way, but we just had personal things we didn't really like about it.
It was a sloppy movie.
Yeah.
I mean, some of the things they didn't translate well. I mean, I felt like we understood what was going on, but secular viewers who didn't like it, I understand why they didn't like it, because it just wouldn't have really made much sense.
I don't think they really did Moses' character very well. I mean,
yeah.
Yet again, of course, you can expect Hollywood to get it wrong and not make him the meek, timid man that he was, humble man. But you can forgive that because they're not going to get that right. But still, he never seemed to really have a love for God or even a sense of duty. But he kind of just did it. Seemed more just because he was afraid of what God would do to him if he didn't.
Yeah,
to me,
I don't know. I thought they could have. I mean, I think they could have made him more like Charlton Heston in the Ten Commandments.
And even at the end, he yet again says that the most important thing in the world to him is his wife, which is sweet in a way. But
it rubbed me the wrong way.
Yeah, it should be God. So
yeah,
there's that. Exodus, just not as good as it could have been.
All right.
And then for me, next would come Maleficent.
I didn't actually see Maleficent.
Maleficent fell short of the fantastical, beautiful, fabulous journey that it could have been because of really a terrible script, awful character development that wasn't really entirely believable, and just a lot of plot holes that didn't really make any sense. Basically what you had here was Angelina Jolie just looking kind of mysterious and cool. And
I mean, visually it looked cool.
Basically about it. Visually, it had good visuals, and that was the extent of it. Nothing else. It was empty.
All right, these other two, I don't think Vincezio saw either of them. Divergent, I read the book. I enjoyed the book, but I don't know. I think I enjoyed the book more back then I read it. I don't like it quite as much now. But the movie, it disappointed me. It wasn't very good. So, yeah, that was at the bottom of my list. And another one, this movie wasn't terrible. It wasn't... I mean, the Maze Runner, I was hoping it to be a really cool movie. The premise was good. It just didn't really pay off. All right. So, yeah. Okay, now for our honorable mentions. Vincezio, do you want to start with that?
Yeah, number 1 would be Nonstop. Just a solid thriller.
Yeah.
I love thrillers, and this one was just all around what you're looking for.
Mm-hmm.
Liam Neeson, great acting, great plot and structure, just flows really well the whole way. Keeps you on the edge of your seat and keeps you not knowing what's going to happen until the end. It's not very predictable at all.
Yeah, I didn't see it in theaters, but I saw it, and it was fun. I enjoyed it. So cool.
And then next I've got Muppets Most Wanted, and I love the Muppets. Let me tell you, they are great pals, they're great fun, and it made for a great movie.
Nice.
Next I have The Fault in Our Stars.
Didn't see that either.
Fault in Our Stars, I really liked the book, and the movie was just a very good adaptation, good acting.
Mm-hmm.
I liked it a lot. And then I have Hercules. Hercules
Didn't see that either.
is exactly what you would expect from a movie with Dwayne Johnson wearing a loincloth, okay? You're not going to get some high-class, high-caliber, structure, plot that'll blow your mind, or tearjerker. You're going to get him just slaying people, doing impossible things, and, breaking chains with his fists, and, knocking over a 3-ton statue, and that's what you get. And it was fun.
Okay, nice. All right, is that all of your honorable mentions?
That'd be my honorable mentions.
Okay,
yes.
I have a lot more than he does. So my first honorable mention is Fury. That was a World War II movie with Brad Pitt, and I loved that movie. I mean, it was a great war film, really intense, really captivating. It didn't make my top 10 simply because there were a lot of other really great movies, and that's why my other honorable mentions didn't make it either. Hey guys, so I need to add 2 to my honorable mentions list that I don't know why I forgot. I was looking at the list wrong. 2 of these two lists, two movies were on number 5 and number 6 on my top 10 personal list. Vincezio didn't see either of these. But first, How to Train Your Dragon 2, great sequel. I liked it as much as the first one. It wasn't better, but it wasn't any worse. And, it had a good story. I loved the first one so much, I liked the second one too. And Dawn of the Planet of the Apes is the other one. That movie, I enjoyed the first one. I liked this one so much better. It had a great story. This one, there's some really moral gray stuff between, like, who's good, the people or the apes. It was just so good. The action was incredible. The CGI was spectacular. I loved it. So those were two honorable mentions that I'm ashamed that I forgot to add to the original video. Yeah. Another one is The Imitation Game with Benedict Cumberbatch. That was a really interesting film about the life of Alan Turing and how he breaks the Enigma code. And Benedict Cumberbatch's performance was amazing. He's one of my favorite actors. And then Edge of Tomorrow. Did you see Edge of Tomorrow?
Nope.
No. Okay. Well, that was a really cool. It was fun. It wasn't amazing, but it was a really fun sci-fi action flick with Tom Cruise, and it was like a classic Groundhog Day type story, and it was fun. Then did the Lego Movie make our top 10?
No,
it didn't. Okay, well, you saw that too, so that's kind of both of our honorable mentions, and that was a lot of fun. I didn't think it was amazing like some people did, but it was cool, good. And the last honorable mention I have is Nightcrawler. When I saw that, it kind of left me feeling disturbed because it didn't end well, but it was really well made, and Jake Gyllenhaal was fantastic. So, I enjoyed it, and it deserves an honorable mention. All right. Now we should move on to the...
We have made a collaborative top 10
Yes.
for the ages.
So
using an intricate, high-profile, high-tech point system, we have discovered that our top 10 is not at all the top 10 that either of us would make individually.
Not in the slightest. Well,
but
kind of.
when you put it together, makes an unstoppable list.
Kind of.
Starting at number 10, we have Noah. I'll let you take that away.
Noah was a great movie. I was hoping it would be good. It brought, the story in the Bible, it's pretty brief. I thought they had that story and they took liberties from the Jewish legends, from the Torah and all this great stuff and made it into a really epic biblical movie. And I thought, they did some kind of twist and they came to the same conclusion. I know some people really hated it. I understand why you guys didn't like it, but for me, it was great. I loved it.
9, Big Hero 6.
Big Hero 6.
I personally felt it kind of fell flat because I didn't think it was terribly original, creative, or funny, which is what I was hoping it would be. It was okay. I enjoyed it, but I just didn't think it was great. He did.
See, I thought it was all of those things. I mean, okay, maybe it wasn't the most original thing in the world. It was a superhero thing, but I mean, it made me laugh. Baymax was hysterical. It was a fun story. The action was cool, and I had a great time with it.
8, we have Into the Woods. This movie, I had high expectations for it, and it lived up to them for me. The music will keep you humming and singing it as you leave. It's really fun, really good music. I really love the fairy tale aspect. And then, but it's kind of darker.
It is
fair
darker
warning.
than I
It gets
thought it
much
would be.
darker. And really, the acting was incredible.
It was.
I mean, Meryl Streep, Chris Pine, Anna Kendrick, Emily Blunt, James Cardine, Johnny Depp. It was just
Did you say Chris
phenomenal.
Pine?
Yeah, phenomenal acting. And there was one song in particular that is just like, yes,
Agony?
I want to perform this now.
I wanted to clap at the end of that song.
Now, the messages are possibly mixed, but I think it leaves room for interpretation, and it's a fun movie to discuss, actually, afterwards. I did with the people I saw it, and saw it with.
There's some good messages in it, too. It's not like they're all...
I just thought it was a lot of fun. If nothing else, it's just an entertaining, thought-provoking movie.
It wasn't like on the level of, say, Les Mis, but, it was a lot of fun.
Though it does have Gavroche from the 2012 Les Mis movie, and he's also phenomenal.